Hi guys, got a video here looking at this Stanley cook pot. I've had this cook pot about 12 months now, so I thought it was time to see what I think of it anyway. As you can see, it's been used well. I've used it maybe 15 times. Out of that 15 times, probably 5 times in fires, and then the other has been on just a burner. Yeah. So you've seen all these before. It opens up just with latches together. There's a little system just down here. You can lock it. It's made of stainless steel, all of it apart from the clip. Now this thing here is a mod which people do. They cut this off and they just put like a keyring holder on, something which is just steel or stainless. But I've had no problems, to be honest. Depending on where you put in the fire, if there's flames coming up the sides, that's going to melt. But I've had no problems and it looks like new. So the lid, I would say, is fine. Inside, it's pressed out. It's got the markings on the inside so you can measure. Just come through. And it goes up to 20 ounce. Yes, this is a 20 ounce one. 8 ounce, 12, 16, 20, or 237 millilitres up to 591 millilitres. A couple of cups of coffee, a couple of cups of soup, whatever you're going to do. So the cook pot itself, this is going to be part of a cook system, which I want to show you in a minute. So, would I buy another one of these? Yeah, if I broke this or lost it, I'd definitely buy another one. I think these are great. Even though they get really mucky, some people don't bother cleaning the soot off. I like it to be cleaned off, but I use a wire wool or a wire sponge cleaner. Inside's just as good as new. So I think it's a brilliant cook system. To go along with that system, I'm going to be using one of these 100 gram butane. There you go, 100 gram there. Very small. It just as it happens, fits in there perfect. And even when you drop it in, it slows itself down because it's a really tight fit. It's a snug fit, so the air escapes slowly. It doesn't smash in the bottom. So I quite like that. In fact, I'll do that again. Yeah, hardly touches the floor. So it fits in there perfect. Yeah, and also there's going to be a burner goes inside here, and I've also got other part of the cook set is going to be a stainless steel mug, because what it comes with 2 of these plastic cups, green cups, Stanley, and they're good cups. They're double walled, but once you put them in, try to do this with one hand. Once you put them in, there's 2 of them. Where's the other one? I don't know where the other one is actually. The other one's getting used up for something else. Once you put both in, there's no room for anything else. So to me, that's wasted space. So that goes out of this for something else. And what I've got is this thing here. Now this one's a Tatonka. Yeah, stainless steel mug. Got this from Amazon. About £12–15. Can't remember the exact price. I think it's actually German, even though I'm sure it says. Anyway, doesn't really. There you go, Germany. Okay, so that goes on the bottom. The price I paid for this, because it's been a year ago, I'm only guessing about £15. But it's easy to find. If I do find the link, I'll put the link in the description below. So you got yourself one of these 100 gram ones. Now, I haven't got with me today, which I'll do in another video, a link on video, how to fill these up from just the cheap oil ones. And I'll do a video because I want to keep these. Just got one of these. I'll refill this up and use this for this. And it'll cost me £1 to fill it up. So these are about £3 or £4 to buy, but it'll only cost me £1 to fill it up, which is fantastic. But it's the shape I wanted to fit in. to fit in the bottom of the cook set, because it goes down like that. It goes wide, thinner and a bit thinner. And it doesn't matter, because I think all the 100 gram ones are pretty much the same size. Yeah. So the mug, which is part of the system, this one I've never taken out of here yet. Stainless steel again. Yeah, you can get titanium, but couldn't afford titanium one, so I just got the gradients on the inside there. But I'd say 0.35 going down to 0.125 at the bottom. So 351 mil, I think, or 350 mil. Don't know where I get the one from. It's quite nice actually, because it's not stamped through. It's just been done from the inside, where the Stanley has just been bashed out, and you can see the reverse imprint on that side, which is back to front, but it still works. So a little bit of detail there. So this actually fits quite nice on the bottom. There's a little bit of slackness, but I just put a paper towel in there. Then you've got the paper towel for cleaning off a fire starting. So that's great. I've never used this thing yet, so I can't comment on how good it's going to be. But just give it a second. The handles feel nice and strong, stable. Just fit together like that. They're just pressed on with their heat welded, just spot welded, sorry, and the handles are just separated like that. Feels okay. It's all you need. I've done away with one of those, or two of those, so I can get that in. This on the outside and a cooker. Yeah. So I don't see why this wouldn't last. Stainless steel, it feels quite thick. It's got the name on the bottom, stamped in. It's all one piece, so there's no welding and any seams is what you want. Don't buy one which got seams on it, because it will rust if there's contaminated. Feels quite thick, feels thicker than, I mean I haven't got my calipers, I can't check it, but it feels at least a millimetre thick, where that feels a little bit less. Anyhow, so that's that. Then I've got this which goes in. Next thing I want to look at, 'cause I'm doing like three reviews in one here, is this burner. It's a D power, Amazon, made in China, $9.99. This thing's fantastic. I've tried it, but I've never really used it properly. So, little instruction manual. Do you need that? Not really, but if you want to read it. Check this out. Just move the box. The legs just pop out, fold out. I can do it with one hand. It's too lazy to get my tripod. So there's the legs, just fold out. It's all stainless apart from the red and the brass part. So the red part is aluminium anodized, and the brass part is obviously brass. Well, it's not obviously, it could be tin, but I think it's brass. And this end is brass cast. It's got a rubber on there. What's good about it, it turns as a rubber O-ring inside this part and inside there, so you can, it actually turns a little bit so you can get it level. If you can just say that. Yeah, which is a really nice feature. So it's all stainless steel apart from them features, and the ceramic pad obviously. It's got a piezo igniter. See if I can see that click. Yeah, it's supposed to be good for like, oh god, it's not like a million. Anyway, a long time. I'm not going to read the instructions, but it says for something like that. Seems to be good quality, nice and stable. Obviously the cook pot's going to go on like that. Let's move this out of the road. So it looks okay. Even though the bottom narrows a little bit, that's the only negative I think for this heater. It'd be nice if it went straight down. But it also fits in the backpacks easier like that. also put the cup on. Fits on there really nice. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is, oh yeah, so other things I bought, I mean, to go with this set, it doesn't actually fit inside, it's just a stainless spark. I'm not going to talk about that, but you know what them are. I mean, I nearly bought a titanium one, but this was like £1, so I couldn't resist £1. And then I also carry with me a Flask rod in case the piezo doesn't work, or maybe a lighter, but this thing never fails, so I'll carry that. Also some drinks, and possibly in my backpack, which won't fit inside here, is one of these windbreaks. And again, I've only got one hand, so it's difficult. There you go. Comes in a nice nylon bag, aluminium. Just set that down a second. I'll just set it up and show you what it looks like. Something like that. Yeah. Just the windbreak. It's got some, it's only opened halfway out. Opens all the way out, as you can see. But you may not need all the way. And it's got these little pegs you push in to the ground. What I might do is, I might bend these parts out, drill a hole in, and carry some little pins to pin these ones out. But if it's windy, you might have to put some rocks up, I don't know. I might even cut it in half and just use a smaller version. I haven't made my mind up. So what I'll do now is, I'll connect it up, start it up, and I'll boil some water and show you the burner working. Okay guys, so I've set the timer. I'm just going to set it now to start. I'll just start that up. See how long it takes to boil it. Using this little 100 gram. What I like about it is you can set this thing quite a ways away. It's got a fine adjustment, so the flame you can see there is on the lowest, and the highest is going to be, obviously that's going to be wasted fuel, the salt's coming inside all the heat. I'll bring it down a bit, and we'll bring it down to, say, any more heat, any more than that, just going to be wasted at the sides. It's bubbling already. At 45 seconds, you can see a bit. So this little canister should last me for loads of brews. I'll use it till it's fully empty, and I'll try to remember how many times I use it. And then the little butane cylinders, which cost £1, you can use to fill these up. Yeah?
Carl!
Yeah. So it's been 1 minute 23. It's starting to boil now actually. And I've got it turned right down. Can do a little bit more. I'm just looking for a roll and boil. One minute 46. It's not the widest base for these legs to go on, but it seems to be okay. As long as you don't knock into it and bang it. Tear it down a bit. Okay, let's have a look. It's nearly there. That won't be long. Let's have a look. 2 minutes 36. Yeah, it's nearly there now. One thing I can feel is the base is getting quite hot, so the reflection of the heat Might actually melt my countertop here, so I'm going to move it a little bit to a cooler spot. And then just have a feel. Oh yeah. There you go guys, roll and boil. And that's at 3 minutes. So yeah, I reckon it was about 3 minutes. Turn it off. Off now. Can't complain with that really, so about 3 minutes for a boil. The handle, it's fine. And I'm not going to pour that in there. What I'm going to do is move this over to here. In fact, I'll just put it on there and pour it in there. No, I'm not. So I'm going to drop it on the floor like an idiot. Right, anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Happy with that. I'll leave some links to where I bought it. But it seems to be a nice system. Just before I go, I'm going to pack it away and show you inside the Stanley cook set, yeah? It's all been packed away. And this is it, the cook set. Everything I want in there. Cup. And burner. Cooler fits in. And then the cylinder. Which is there. So that's everything in the cook set. Yeah. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Any comments, just leave them below, and please like or subscribe. Thanks guys.